Sorry about that. We got cut off. I wasn't paying attention to the time. So we're going to cross multiply A and B. A is 5I minus 6J plus 3K, and B is minus 2I plus 7J plus 4K. Okay, so we're going to cross them. So A cross B. So we're going to do exactly the way we did it with dot multiplying. So it's going to be 5I minus 6J, oops, I didn't really mean that bracket there, plus 3K, bracket, cross, negative 2I plus 7J plus 4K. Okay, and so then remember every term by every term. So 5I cross negative 2I is the first one. The next one will be 5I cross 7J. And the next one will be 5I cross 4K. So that's all the I's. Then we go to the J. So it'll be negative 6J cross negative 2I. And then it'll be negative 6J cross 7J. And then it'll be negative 6J cross 4K. And then with the K's, it'll be 3K cross negative 2I. And it'll be 3K cross 7J. And then it'll be 3K cross 4K. So I've written all the terms down. But what we just did up here with these I cross I, J cross J, tells us that the ones that are I cross I go to 0, J cross J go to 0, K cross K go to 0. So this time, instead of 6 canceling it out and leaving us 3 cancel out and leave us 6. So if we start, the first term that isn't crossed out is 5 times 7. That's about 35. But it's I cross J. And I'll come back and do that one separate. Okay, what we get for I cross J. The next term is 5 times 4. That's 20. And it's I cross J. And we'll come back and do that one in a minute. Okay, the next term is negative 6 times negative 2. And so that's positive 12. And it's J cross I. The next one, negative 6 times 4, so that's negative 24, and it's J cross K. The next term is 3 times negative 2, so that's negative 6, K cross I. And then the last term, 3 times, is that a 7? I think so. 3 times 7. And so that's 21, and it's K cross J. Alright, so now we have to do exactly what we were doing there a few minutes ago. We have to do our hand things. So here's my I, here's my J, here's my K, and this one is I, going this way, cross J. Thumb should be coming out, so it should give me 35 positive K. I cross K is going to give me negative J, right? So this here is positive K. This here is negative J. So that makes this term negative 20J. Okay, J cross I. J cross I. That is going to give me negative K. And I don't want you memorizing these. I want you to actually be able to do them. So practice the hand rules. Lie your fingers along the first vector, curl them into the second vector, see which way your thumb points. Okay? J cross K. J cross K, that's going to be positive I. And so it was already negative 24, so now it'll be negative 24I. K cross I is positive J. And so this will be negative 6J, because it was a negative from the number, and the J is positive. And then K, cross j is negative I. And so this becomes negative 21I. Alright, so now group things. And we always write the I term first because it's the x coordinate, right? So you would never write it in any other order. So I term always goes first. Minus 24 minus 21 be minus 45I. Then j, negative 6 and negative 20. So that would be negative 26j. And then k, 35 and negative 12. So that would be positive 23k. Alright? So, and when I say you have to write it in this order, because sometimes instead of writing out the I, j, k, you will see it as an ordered triplet. You know, like in math, the way you would write your coordinates if you had a point. If it was just an xy axis and this was 3 and this was 4, you would say this is 3 and 4. You always put the x first. Really what you're saying is it's 3i and 4 plus 4j. So you got to put the I term first so that if you were to write it as an ordered triplet, it would be in the right order. Okay? So now that we've done that, I would like you to go back and on the front side, not on the assignment, do not start with the assignment. Start with the front side and do the cross products. Leave the cross products on the assignment until after tomorrow when we go over these, because these will screw you up more than the dot multiplying and the angles, okay? So go back and do these. And actually, the other thing you could do then is see if you can find the angles. Once you get these, then you could actually go back and do the angles because we know that A cross B is equal to absolute of A, absolute of B times the sine of theta. So that means the sine of theta should be equal to the A cross, whoops, that's supposed to be a cross B over the absolute of A, absolute of B. The only difference is this time you'll have to find the length of this. So up here, you can't just put this in. You'd have to actually do Pythagorean theorem and get the length of this, and then divide it by the length of A by the length of B. And it'll be an interesting practice to see if you do that, if you will get the same answers as you did in number 4. Because in number 5, you're crossing the same vectors that you dotted in number 3. Okay, so if you feel like you got these right, then try the angles. If you get totally screwed up on these, then wait on the angles and we'll fix it tomorrow. Okay, have a good rest of the storm day, and we'll see you tomorrow.